Wales. We arrived yesterday after a very long car journey. It took us about 6 hours to get here. I think normally when I looked at Google Maps on any other day, it's supposed to be around 4.5, maybe 5 hours. But because it's a long weekend here in the UK, I think everybody had the same idea. But yeah, that meant that we were in the car for 6 or even 6.5 hours. When I was looking for a place to stay, I always look for something that is kind of in our aesthetic, which is period property if it's available and if it's in our price range, and something that is unique. Hidden gem. I found this place which name I cannot pronounce, but I'll put it right here. It's a period property run by Natasha and Quentin. It is such a gem. So we arrived yesterday, we went to our room, we had a little bit of a tour of the house. There's a small living room, I think they would call it, with a record player. So we listened to some jazz music, and it reminded me of my childhood because I grew up listening jazz with my grandfather. And today we're exploring the area. I've never been to Wales, properly been to Wales before. Because we have the long weekend, it will give us enough time to see a bit more of it. Right now we're heading off to breakfast. It's 8 in the morning, and they host a breakfast at this really long communal table in their dining room. I think it's wonderful, but I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you other things that we have planned. Now let's get some breakfast because I'm so hungry. Got back from breakfast and it was so good, but way too big for what I'm used to. So tomorrow I think we're gonna downsize a little bit. It's 9 a.m. right now and we're about to go see some waterfalls. That's the first hike. Then we're gonna stop by a wool museum. It's not a joke, it's an actual place. I'm really excited. There's a hike by the coast that I saw, I think on TikTok, on Instagram, and it looks stunning. So I really want to do that hike. So that's the plan. Those are the 3 places that we're definitely gonna visit today. We're changing now. I even brought my swimming suit. I think it's too cold to swim, but you never know. I want to be prepared just in case. So yummy breakfast, and now time to explore the area. The waterfalls were about a 10-minute drive from our bed and breakfast, and there you have 2 options for a walk. You can either do a loop, or like us, we went down the river and then back the same way. Also, pro tip, if you're coming by car, make sure to have some cash on you because the only way to pay for parking is by cash. We're about to go inside the wool museum. Kuba is particularly excited about it. He loves wool. Second stop is the National Wool Museum. Back in the 19th and 20th century, the village where the National Wool Museum is located was the epicenter of the Welsh wool industry. You can see giant looms in action, follow the fleece to fabric process, and try some hands-on stuff like spinning. I ended up buying a bit of fabric made in the National Wool Museum, and I'm so excited to use it.
This is a Welsh rarebit, which is...
A what?
A Welsh rarebit. It's basically cheese toasty with some mustard in it. These are Welsh leek and cheese cakes. We're getting a taste of Welsh cuisine. And this is apparently leeks and mint. Oh!
Good?
Hang on, there's too much leeks and mint. I'm just going to taste it by itself. Yep, it's cheese on dog.
When we were on our way to the next location, I noticed that there is a deli, so we stopped and got ourselves some raspberry preserves and shortbread. We've now arrived at a Penbryn, if I'm pronouncing correctly, beach. It is a hike that takes you up on the cliffs and on the beach, and I've seen it online and it looks so beautiful. But I'm gonna take you with me and show you some beautiful views that I'm sure we're gonna get. It is supposedly only 12 or 14 Celsius degrees, but because it is so sunny, it doesn't feel cold. It is windy, but it's really nice, so I think a fleece will be perfect. Let's go. Are you happy to be in Wales? We were supposed to go for a hike on the cliffs, but the weather is so nice and it's so sunny. We decided that it's time for a break. Now that we gained some energy, I think we're actually gonna do the coastal walk. That is the plan. After a long day, we made it to dinner! Wales road trip. We're starting off in the landscape park with dramatic views. That's how it was described in the guide. It's about an hour and 20-minute drive from our hotel. From there, if we have enough time, we're gonna go to a National Trust location, and then from there we have a pub lunch booked at 2 p.m. We're doing a little loop, so going north to go back south. That's the plan for the first half of the day, and for the second half of the day we don't have plans yet. We have places we want to see, but we'll see what we'll have time and energy for. Hopefully you will add them to your to-see list in Wales. Telling Kuba that this forest is giving me such nostalgic vibes because it reminds me of Poland in the fall. And in the fall in Poland, we usually go out to the forest and do mushroom picking, like wild mushroom picking. I don't know if you know the smell of this kind of forest. It's like very specific, very nostalgic memories too. So I mentioned that we do wild mushroom picking in Poland, but I don't think you might know what it is because it's not a very popular thing, even in the UK. September comes around, it rains, and then you go and look for mushrooms because they grow like crazy in those forests. You might wonder, like, how do we know which mushrooms are good and which ones are not? The way you know is because the bottom of the mushroom looks in a specific way. I don't know how to explain it, but you just know by looking at the bottom of it. That's why these forests remind me of the ones that we go to in Poland in the fall to pick wild mushrooms. And then once we pick those mushrooms, we dry them, we make soups out of them, we use them for Christmas. So yeah, now you learned something about wild mushroom picking in Poland. When we got there, we just wanted to hike all the way to the waterfall and then go back. but the hike was so nice, decided to do a loop. I would really recommend spending more time in this area because the hikes in the forests are magical. Once we're done with the hike, we got ourselves some Sunday roast. And you probably already know this, but if not, make sure to book a spot because Sunday roasts are very packed. Belly's full with Sunday roast. Now we're off to a farmer's market that supplies all their products within 30-mile radius of the shop. So very exciting. I love local shops like this. Once we got there, I saw that they sell gooseberry preserves, and I haven't had gooseberry preserves since I was in kindergarten. My grandmother used to grow them in her garden and make preserves, so I hope they taste the same. After all the hikes, shopping and visits to the museum, we went to our bed and breakfast to get some rest, and then for dinner we decided to get some pizza. Thankfully we booked a spot because it was packed. We're currently at Pizza Tipi. It is peak of the long weekend, so the wait time is over 1 hour, but that's okay. That's totally okay because the views are gorgeous. If it was not cold, I think it would be totally chill, but because Wales in May is a little bit cold. I think it's 12 Celsius degrees right now, maybe 11. I'm wearing 4 layers. I think pizza will warm us up, and then after that we're gonna go back to the hotel, read a book, and prep a plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a lot of things to see. Okay, we're waiting for the pizza. I'll show you when it comes. Bye! It's day 3 of our road trip around Wales. It's our last day, sadly, but we have a very packed agenda. So we want to see a little village by the coast. We want to see a honey farm, a cheese shop, a National Trust location, maybe a museum. I'll show you all the places that we were able to visit, and then at the end of this whole trip I'm going to make like itinerary of, you know, what to see, so next time you travel to West Wales maybe it will be helpful. I already know we'll be back here in this area because it's absolutely perfect. Okay, let's go. A really cool thing about this village is that they have a sauna that you can go to. When you're done, you can run to the water, take a really cold swim, and then go back to the sauna. I actually really wish I did it, but it looks scary. But I wish I did it. One thing that surprised me about Wales is the prices. Yesterday we paid almost £18 for pizza, and then today paid $3.70 for a cup of coffee. It's like London prices, but we're in Wales. Shocking.
Yes.
We stopped by a honey farm and saw an exhibition called Bees Behind Glass. It is a family-run business established in 1995, and right now they have over 500 beehives. If you love cheese, I have a really cool place for you. Once you're there, you can sample and buy cheese on site, which is absolutely delicious. But my favorite part was watching the cheese making process through a viewing gallery. The lady that was working there told us that their milk supplier is just down the road from them. I think it's wonderful. And last but not least is this beautiful National Trust location. When you visit, I'll give you one tip. Ask the guide to tell you about the haunted paintings. There are 2, and that's all I'm going to tell you. But don't forget to ask. That was our last stop on our Wales road trip. I will link all the places we visited below so that whenever you're on your mini road trip, you can visit them as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next video really soon. Bye!